we'll go ahead and open it up to questions for Coach Brandy after today's 91-81 loss to the Chicago Sky. Please raise your hand and I'll call on you. And Kwa, we'll start with you.
Coach, obviously a tough one today. What adjustments did Chicago make in the fourth quarter that sort of helped them pull away?
I just felt like we had too many turnovers down the stretch. And, we've talked about that ad nauseum. Like, we just can't turn the ball over. That's when they can get out and run. That gives them extra possessions. And then that's why Sluty is one of the best point guards in the world, right? She's able to pick you apart. And regardless of what we're doing defensively, she's just that good. Like, whatever game plan you have against her, she's able to find the right people. And it's why she's, that is why she is who she is. So I don't think they necessarily made any adjustments, but Sluty was finding people, and she can take advantage of every small defensive mistake that you make.
And at least elaborate a bit about the play of Brianna Jones today. 22 points, obviously really helping hold it down inside. Yeah,
Brianna Jones was fantastic, as she's been all year. And we talk about that. It's no secret. We want to play through the paint. And what does that look like? Is that Brianna Jones? Is that JJ when she's here? It's DB at times. It's guards getting into the paint off the dribble. We want to play through the paint. And Chicago did a really good job the first game of making it difficult for us to get touches of Bree Jones. And I thought we were better tonight. I thought our guards were better with the ball. Bree was working her butt off and was super aggressive. And, like, we can get nights like that from Bree Jones all the time. And I just, she anchors everything. Like, she's a tough guard down there.
And after the strong start that y'all had to the season, how do you pick up the pieces that you have?
It's a long season. And we've hit some adversity, right? We had a great start. We're down an all-star. We're down a head coach. We're down another staff member that had to leave yesterday. But I believe, like, true character is shown through adversity. So how do we stay together? How do we pick each other up? How do we continue to learn and grow until we get Kurt back, until we get JJ back? Everybody's got to step up. And we continue to fight. We continue to fight every day.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Ned?
I can hear you.
Ned, you're muted. Okay, we'll see. It's okay. We'll skip you for now. Rafiq?
Yeah, Coach, part of the reason why the Chicago Sky were able to catch up and do that is because your team only had like 10 points coming off the bench, while they've had literally every player, well, except for Lexi Brown, score off the bench. Like, any thoughts on that?
Ruthie got hot tonight because of Quigley and rolling behind, and some of our backside rotations struggled. I thought Emma Cannon came in and gave us good minutes off the bench. Natisha always comes in and gives us good minutes off the bench. Defensively, honestly, it was all defensive decisions. And I just felt like, we were doing such a good job defending them. But we still have all the faith in the world in Dejanay Carrington. I wanted to try to get her in the game tonight. Beatrice can give us good minutes. It just, ebbs and flows of the game and substitution decisions.
Charlotte?
You kind of just mentioned, hi Brandy, mentioned learning off these past 3 games. I don't know if it's too soon to maybe kind of take those takeaways, but what have you guys learned about yourself without JJ in these last 3 games, or learned about the team?
Dewana's playing out of position and which is fine. She's been doing a good job there, but she's not in her comfort zone just yet. She feels more natural at the 3, as we all do. Hell, I'm playing out of position right now, right? Like, we've got to adjust and figure it out. And, it's our rebounding, which our last game, we weren't great on the boards. And without JJ, one of the best defensive rebounders in the league, again, everybody has to step up. Everybody gets on the glass. Really happy with with our adjustment, we were so much better on the board tonight. Only 5 offensive rebounds for them tonight. Well, I'll take that any day. We were better on the glass, and that's a total team effort. So we're a different team when you don't have a 6-7 all-star, and everybody's trying to figure out what piece of the pie they can take and how we can get into a flow on the offensive end and defensive end of the floor. Her defensive rotations are different at the 4 as well. And she's a great defender, but her rotations are different.
Ned, you'll be the last question for Brandy.
Afternoon, Brandy. Pardon me if this
Hi.
got asked earlier, but my Zoom crashed. You mentioned the turnovers. There were a lot of them late in the game. Did you have any sense that fatigue was starting to set in a bit as, Dewana played a lot of minutes tonight, Bree played a lot of minutes, Brianna January played a lot of minutes tonight as well?
They did. But I think if you ask them, I don't know if they'd want to come out of the game at that time. Two of the turnovers were a post pass that just didn't get there. 2 of them were travels. When we're trying to be aggressive, we had some turnovers that weren't great, but I believe in them, and I believe in them to finish the game.
Thank you.
Okay, please raise your hand and I'll call on you for questions for Brianna. And Qua, we'll start with you. Just unmute.
Sorry about that. Brianna, good afternoon. Take me into really what happened in the 4th quarter, because you were really in it with them in the 3rd. But how did things come apart?
I think Courtney is one of the best point guards in the world, and she got loose on us, and it's tough, when she's operating, she keeps you on your heels. They were doing a good job of placing shooters in those right spots where it was hard to help. They did a good job down the stretch, and she came away, she got loose. We let her get loose, but we did a really good job for 3 quarters, I think, on her, just being physical. Jazz did a great job, but yeah, that, and once again, we got into a little bit of a lull. We hit some lulls, when we had advantage. We, stalled out on offense a little bit, gave up a few easy ones. So, it's just being consistent for 40 minutes.
Thank you.
Ned? Ned, are you speaking?
Hello?
Okay, Rafiq, we'll go to you. Ned, if you want to type in your question, I can ask it.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned Courtney Vanderstool. She managed to get off like 11 assists, which led to a lot of scoring coming off the bench for the opposing team, while the bench from your team only had like 10 combined points. Like, what did you talk to your players about when it comes to getting more help from the bench?
I think, when T came in, she might not have scored, but she did impact the game. I don't know, I need to look at our stat sheet, but yeah, she came in, she had 3. Emma's new to the team, came in, has 7. It's tough right now. We're down a player and we're figuring it out, but I think we did a good job. When they came in, they were solid, and it's just tough. It's tough to find a rhythm when you're not playing a lot of minutes, and I give them credit for coming in and doing well, and playing hard when they were in the game. Chicago's bench, they did well. Azra had 11, Ruthie got free on us. We gave her some easy ones, and Allie is Allie, but I think our bench battled. For where we're at and what we're doing right now, it's going to be important for them to come along for us to be successful. And we're heading in the right path. That's it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and open it up to some questions for Brianna Jones, who had a new career high 22 points and added in 8 rebounds. Ned, are you with us? Do you have the ability to unmute? I'm not sure, but we'll start off with you, Qua.
Bree, congrats on the career high tonight. How did the game flow a little bit differently for you today? Like, what got you into it?
Thanks.
I think last game, our guards getting in the paint and getting around their post players last game definitely helped me this game. I think they were focused on that a lot. So once our guards were getting in the paint and then they were creating space for me. And then I think we did a good job of our post passing today, getting the ball inside. And then I knew once I kicked it out, we were gonna knock down shots. So it was just a good balance of us, the guard getting in the paint and then us finding me in the paint. And then I think just being more aggressive this game than I was last game, off the dribble and stuff like that when they were pressuring. So I think just being able to make those reads this game was allowed me to be more successful.
I forgot to ask Brianna this, so I'll ask you. With the team being so shorthanded, what are you learning about yourself? What's the team learning about themselves as they finish up this stretch and get ready to come back?
Yeah, I think definitely being shorthanded a little bit. We're definitely finding a different way to play. It's a little different than we've been playing previously. So we're still working on that. I think every game we're getting better. Every day we're getting better at that. And then we just gotta learn from our mistakes. I think we gotta take care of the ball more. We had I think 19 turnovers or something today. So once we do that, take care of the little things, we're gonna be even better.
Thank you very much.
Rafiq?
Yeah, I'm pretty much asking you the same question that I asked the last two people that came on. Like, what are your thoughts of the lack of effort that you got for the bench?
I don't think it's a lack of effort off of the bench. I think everybody needs to bring more. Being shorthanded, but it's definitely not a lack of effort. Everybody coming off the bench is doing their everybody's playing hard and giving everything. So I think it's not so much a lack of effort. It's just we gotta find our teammates when they're open and just keep giving them confidence moving forward.
Any other questions for Brianna? Okay, thank you.